Before you close your eyes tonight, picture this. The earth trembles, the skies rumble, and from the depths of time, dinosaurs return, but not as the majestic rulers you've seen in movies, not the elegant hunters of prehistory, nor the gentle giants that grazed on ancient plains. No, they come back as zombies, rotting and dying, unstoppable. Creatures that were already terrifying in life, now twisted into something worse than death. Tonight, we step into a nightmare dressed as a what-if bedtime story. So stay awake, listen carefully, and see what dreams follow.
It begins, as nightmares often do, with human ambition, a secret lab buried deep beneath the jungle where scientists push the boundaries of life and death. Their goal, to bring back dinosaurs using fragments of DNA recovered from fossils, a dream straight out of Jurassic Park. And they succeed, but not the way they hope. The DNA samples, preserved in amber for millions of years, are contaminated, not by ordinary bacteria, but by a strange, mutating virus. A virus similar to the fungus that once turned ants into mindless husks. But this one is stronger, smarter, hungrier. The first creature they resurrect is a velociraptor. Small, fast, deadly. It hatches from its artificial egg, blinking in the sterile light of the lab. But something is wrong. Its eyes glow faintly yellow. Its movements are jerky, unnatural, and even though it was born only minutes ago, its flesh already begins to decay. The scientists panic. They attempt to put it down, but when one of them crushes its skull with a metal bar, the raptor twitches, snaps its jaw, and keeps moving. The virus has given it a gift and death. Soon, more specimens are infected. A triceratops bellows, its horns snapping through steel cages, half its face sloughing off as it rams into walls. A Tyrannosaurus rex awakens, roaring so loud the facility shakes, its tongue blackened, its throat dripping with black ichor that spreads infection with every breath. The scientists had dreamed of bringing history back to life. Instead, they've unleashed history's most terrifying monsters, immortal and rotten. And the nightmare has only just begun. At first, governments believe the outbreak is contained. The lab is destroyed, the jungle burned. But the virus does not die. Carried by birds, the modern descendants of dinosaurs, it spreads silently across continents. One infected crow becomes 100, 100 become thousands, and then the skies are filled with zombie flocks, screaming in voices that sound more like the damned than the living. Ecosystems collapse overnight. Deer are hunted by packs of zombie raptors, darting through forests with glowing eyes. Forests themselves tremble under the footsteps of zombie brachiosaurus, towering corpses that crush everything in their path, their flesh dangling like rotten curtains. The oceans awaken as well. Giant mosasaurus, their jaws filled with rotting teeth, rise from the depths to capsize ships, dragging sailors into watery graves. No predator, no prey, just the infected and the doomed. Imagine walking through a quiet countryside only to hear the ground thunder. Not one, not two, but an entire herd of zombie stegosaurus, their spines jagged and broken, charging blindly through fields, spreading the plague with every step. The balance of nature is gone. The age of mammals ends. The age of undead dinosaurs begins. Humans think they can fight back. We have tanks, we have jets, we have nuclear bombs. But how do you kill something that's already dead? Soldiers empty entire magazines into a zombie raptor, only to watch it keep running, ribs exposed, intestines dragging along the ground. Missiles strike a zombie T-Rex, tearing half its body away, but its colossal skull keeps moving, biting through tanks like tin cans. Even fire cannot stop them. Burn a zombie dinosaur, and you create a flaming juggernaut crashing through cities while spreading infection with every burning step. And then the skies fall. Zombie pterosaurs, their wings torn and bloody, swoop down on towns, carrying victims into the air only to drop them screaming into the streets. Hospitals are overwhelmed, not with human zombies, but with infected birds smashing through windows, spreading black ichor across surgical tables. Subway tunnels echo with guttural groans as undead reptiles slither through the darkness, hunting the last passengers. Cities crumble, governments collapse, borders disappear. For the first time in history, humanity is not the apex predator. Within a year, the world as we know it is gone. Skyscrapers stand empty. Highways are cracked and broken, and nature has been replaced by a twisted, rotting version of itself. Zombie dinosaurs roam endlessly. They do not tire. They do not eat. They do not stop. The land belongs to the undead giants. The oceans belong to zombie mosasaurs and plesiosaurs. The skies belong to infected birds and zombie pterosaurs. And humans, we become ghosts in our own world. Small bands of survivors hide in underground bunkers, sealed domes, or remote islands. But even there, safety is temporary. All it takes is one infected crow, one mosquito carrying the virus, one drop of black blood on a supply crate, and the nightmare spreads again. Earth itself begins to change. Forests rot beneath the weight of decayed titans. Rivers clog with corpses that still twitch and thrash. Carrion flies blacken the skies. The planet becomes not a world of life, but a rotting carcass that moves, breathes, and devours itself endlessly. What happens to humanity? Some escape into orbit, building colonies on Mars, praying the infection never reaches space. Others seal themselves underground, living in artificial caves, dreaming of sunlight they may never see again. But the thought remains, what if the virus spreads beyond Earth? If it can infect birds, reptiles, even mammals, what stops it from surviving in the vacuum of space? What if the nightmare follows us wherever we go? Maybe Earth was never ours. Maybe humans were just tenants, borrowing a world once ruled by dinosaurs. And now the landlords have returned. Imagine walking through the ruins of a city at night. The streets are silent. The air is heavy. Then the ground trembles. A roar shakes the sky, louder than thunder. From the shadows, it emerges, a colossal skull, jagged teeth glistening, eyes glowing faint yellow. The zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex, king of the dead, hunting after 65 million years. Would you run? Would you fight? Or would you simply stand frozen as the jaws of history close around you once more? And that is the nightmare of a world where dinosaurs return as zombies. It may only be a story, but it reminds us of one chilling truth. Sometimes the past should stay buried. What about you? Would you survive in a world ruled by zombie dinosaurs? Or would you become just another echo in their endless roars? Thank you for staying with us through this nightmare. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy what-if bedtime stories. Good night, and may your dreams be free of the dead.